Of course, you know my first guest as Senator Amidala from the Star Wars movies. Now she can be seen starring in the new movie Garden State, which is playing in select cities. Please welcome Natalie Portman. Thank you very much for coming.
So happy to be here.
Yeah, nice to have you here. Settle down, everybody. Just settle down. They're animals, I tell you. Animals. I love your hair. It's got a nice kind of...
I'm rocking your do tonight.
Your what?
I'm rocking your do
rocking
tonight.
my do. Oh, okay.
Trendsetter in the hair world.
Well, I try and do what I can. Woo! I've got foam insulation in here. Anyway, you look fantastic, though. I'm told that you are a pretty strict vegetarian. Is that right?
I am. I am. Yeah, I've been also testing out the raw food craze in New York. Have you all, anyone tried it?
Those people are lying to you. Like, they just applaud it. They love you so much, they're like, just applaud, dude. She'll take us to dinner. Now, raw food, what's that craze?
Well, there's this whole theory that cooking food takes the enzymes out, and raw food you get more energy from.
Oh,
and I mean, fire's no laughing matter invention, you know? It's not like...
Let's not mock the caveman that thought of this idea.
No, but yeah, it's this whole concept. But I went to this raw food place recently, and we started laughing on the menu because everything's like cheese, and like they tell you the ingredients like beans, and you're like, what do they make that out of? And
so they'll say that, like, oh, and then you can have like some veal, but it's just raw vegetables made to look like veal.
Exactly. There's a lot of processing and stuff, and they have these like starred items on the menu. And my friend was sitting with me, and he's like, look, all the starred menus say these items contain humanly produced honey. And we were like, whoa. Yeah. Taking a little too far, so we were like, bzz, like rubbing your butt up against a flower.
Yeah, what is humanly produced honey? I don't even want to know what...
Yeah, so then I looked down and said humanely produced honey.
Oh, okay, all right.
So like,
they don't whip the bees or anything.
No, exactly.
You know, my question is, faster bee, twing, twing, twing. My question is, there's like tofurkey, right?
True.
Where they take tofu and then they mold it into the shape of a turkey, which I feel is such a weird concept. Like, I don't want to eat a turkey, but if you mold it into the shape of a turkey, then I'll have that on Thanksgiving.
It's also sort of like an offensive name, like tofurkey. It sounds like, right?
Yeah, it sounds like you're telling someone to go screw themselves.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, tofurkey!
It's like vegetarian cursing.
You're environmentally conscious, which I like. You have a hybrid car?
I do. I drive the Prius.
The Prius.
Little purple Prius, very macho car.
Now, I will say this. I love the idea of a hybrid car. They haven't started making them look real sexy yet. Like, when are they going to make a hybrid Camaro with flames on the front? It goes like 8 miles an hour.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is sort of incongruous to be, you know, environmentally conscious and drive a real fat car. But,
right.
Yeah, but
you
I
know
think they're coming out with like SUVs and stuff
that are environmentally conscious. Yeah.
Somehow negates.
No, I know, but you know that eventually they're going to do that. They're going to have like just pimped out rides that...
You got like your rims on your...
Yeah, exactly, but it runs on the sunlight. It just doesn't go that fast, but... I always wondered what's happened to the, like, there's all these environmentally conscious cars now. We used to have one. It was the steam-powered car of the turn of the century. Why don't they bring that back? Like, I'm coming over in 10 minutes. I'm just waiting for the kettle to boil. And then I'm just liking doing this right now. Sorry.
I haven't.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not going back to this show. That guy's an ass.
Me out.
Now, there's this. Let's talk about the new movie. This is Garden State. And first of all, Zach Braff, great guy, been on the show many times, and he really, this is like, he wrote this, he directed it, he's in it, and I thought he did, and you did a great job. There's a scene though that really stands out in this movie that I want to ask you about with a dog, a very specially trained dog.
There's a few specially trained dogs in the movie. One's a humping dog, and apparently there's many dogs that can hump on cue. Right. However, this dog also had to pass as a seeing eye dog.
Right.
And that combination of skills is very difficult to find.
Rarely asked for. Okay, he can hump on cue, but is he also a seeing eye dog?
So they searched far and wide and found this dog in Seattle, flew him in, and his name's Ice, which is also...
He's probably the coolest dog ever. He probably knows, like, he showed up just, time to do my scene,
Yeah. And so his cue is like a two-part cue. So the first part to mount is love him up, Ice.
That's the cue that he gets,
love him up? That's the cue to mount.
Up?
And then the cue to, like, thrust is who's your bitch? So we're, like, on track. And they're like, love him up, Ice.
These are my cues as well, which is stunning. How do you keep a straight face when you're shooting a scene like that?
You don't.
You just don't. You guys laughed a lot.
I wasn't in that shot because he has to hump.
It's a funny scene. I'm not giving anything away in the plot, but this is when the seeing eye dog goes in and sort of starts humping Zach Braff. It's a funny idea. We have a clip here from Garden State. What do people need to know to appreciate what's happening here?
I'm in a doctor's office, and Zach Braff's character is there also. We don't know each other, and I recognize him from a TV show that I...
Because in the movie, he's an actor as well,
He's an actor, and I'm just a Jersey girl, hence Garden State.
Garden State.
Even though you were just in Newark, I just evened it out.
Distance me from the whole Newark thing fast. Let's take a look at this clip from Garden State.
I recognize you.
Oh, did you come behind?
Well, not from high school, from TV. Do you play the retarded quarterback?
Yeah.
Are you really retarded?
No, I'm not.
Cool. Great job, man. I mean, I thought you were really retarded. You're just as good as that quirky kid, and he's actually retarded. I mean, if there's some sort of, like, retarded Oscar, you would win, like, hands down, kick his ass.
It's a good point.
So now I got all the Jersey people loving me and the special needs people.
Yeah, we're offending people left and right on this program.
Yeah.
Before we go, in your next movie, you're playing a stripper, I heard. Is that true?
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, the trailer's out in theaters now. It's called Closer. It's coming out in December.
And whenever people, have to tackle some special project in a movie, an actor, they go and study. Did you study to be a stripper?
I did, Conan.
You did? Okay.
I did. Yeah, I went to some strip clubs. My friends were very happy because I could buy them lap dances and the movie companies charge. And I learned how to pole dance, which was... Well,
this is the thing. I've always loved that, when people, in a situation like that, it's the thing to say is this is research for a movie.
Yeah.
You know, like, if I'm ever caught in a strip club or in other, I'd just be like, hey, I'm researching a movie, and then...
It's always good to pick up skills for the future, too, right? Like, you learn Spanish, or, like, you learn a pole dance, always.
That's right.
Something to fall back on. Some people go to school. Some people learn to pole dance.
Research, yeah, pole dance. All right, and when is this movie coming out?
December.
All right. I'll be there. Garden State is now playing in select cities, and you know what? Thanks so much for coming on the show.
So glad
yeah, great to have you here. Natalie Portman, everybody. Martin Stroller coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.